What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Trey Rule, back with another YouTube video. I know it's been a minute since I've actually been on a YouTube channel instead of the YouTube shorts, but I'm back and just wanted to kind of get on here and show you guys what I've been working with. I did pick up a new sampler and I also picked up a new microphone. So we're gonna dive into those, kind of let you know what I got, and then, you know, we'll go from there. First things first is the new sampler, man. I ended up picking up the Roland SP404 after messing around with this plugin made by this guy that I found on Gumroad and messing around with like the effects and stuff. It was cool, but it didn't give me what I wanted out of the experience of using like a SP404, so I ended up grabbing the Mark II. I've had it for a little over maybe 2 weeks now, and I've been using it non-stop when I'm just trying to get in the studio, get some ideas out, make a couple beats off of like vinyl records and stuff like that. I've been using the SP404 heavy, and then I've been using TP7 as like a sampler for my drums outside of my computer and importing them into there. For some reason, I don't have a SD card that will work inside of the Roland SP404 as of right now, but you know, also gives me another use case scenario for my TP7. Like I said, I'll record the drums in, just go through like a library bank and press the buttons or to trigger the samples into the TP7, get it to where it's almost just clipping, so that way I got a nice punch, and then I'll record that on there and I can go through and spin through, you know, and take what sounds I want and then record them into the SP404 using the external source input. And that's been coming out real good. I got a bunch of beats that I've made on this thing already so far, and it's super fun. And then also the new microphone I got the Telefunken TF47. I would take it down, but I got the tubes on and stuff already. That's what I've been using. I got that from Guitar Center on a really sweet deal that I couldn't pass up. At the time, I had a United Technology Studio U47 FET, which was a good microphone. I recorded maybe like the last 6 or 7 songs that I've recorded like full blown on that microphone, and it was super good. My favorite microphone is a U47 style microphone. I just like the sound and characteristics of a 47, so it's super good. I love the microphone, love the tube inside of it. It's been giving me a super crisp sound, no complaints. Like I said, I got it for a crazy steal. I traded in UT47 FET, and I traded in a guitar pedal from UA, the UA Max effects pedal, which is like a 1176 and a LA2A compressor built into one. I wasn't really using it because 9 times out of 10 I'm running pedal chain into the Apollo anyway, so I got a 1176 and the LA2A I can run inside of there in sequence, you know. So it was something I had just grabbed on a whim one day and never really used it to its full potential. So I traded both of those in, and they had the microphone on sale. Of course, when I first went up there, I was like, you know, that gotta be too good to be true. But I didn't ask questions the first time I went up there. I just went back to the store with the gear that I was looking to trade in. And as I was trading it in, I was asking them like, hey, you know, is there anything wrong with the microphone? It was like, no, nothing's wrong with it, you know. It might just be like missing a box or something like that. But lo and behold, once I actually did the trade in, it was missing the power supply and the cable for it. So I still ended up grabbing it because it was a deal that I couldn't miss out on. You know, that microphone brand new was like $1,900. Traded those in. I didn't have to pay anything extra except for the insurance for the microphone. And then I ended up going on the Telefunken website. I bought the power supply and the mic cable myself. So now I have that microphone. So I'm super happy with it, man. You know, that's a microphone that's probably going to be with me for ages. You know, I don't see myself getting rid of that microphone. I might add stuff in addition to that microphone, but that's going to be the one that I'm going to have forever. But other than that stuff, man, you know, I've been missing getting on YouTube. I told myself, you know, like I always tell myself, that I need to start back getting on the internet and doing more creative stuff. I'm going to take things a lot more serious this year when it comes to YouTube content. I've been doing a lot of short content and stuff like that, and I feel like the short content isn't as rewarding to me. I love the creation of long form content, being able to post and then make shorter things out of that longer form. I'm a cinematographer as well, so just being able to incorporate my love for filmmaking into the long form content is what I really feel like my niche is going to be. So I'm going to try to lean more into that this year for sure, and try to get popping, man. I need to be able to funnel people into all my music and everything, and the short form content is just, it's so easy bake oven. Like you can do it and then somebody might not even pay attention to it, you know, versus being on YouTube, somebody would have to click on the video and then you can, it's easier for you to retain attention of someone on longer form content than it would short form content. You know, not here to ramble you guys' head off about anything. I just wanted to get on here, kind of make a couple beats on the SP404 before the kids get out of school and just kind of show you guys how I've been using it. So I got the SP404 powered on. I've been using this kind of like how I use the Move. The Move still might be my favorite in terms of like actually doing the sketch pad. Like I can flesh out stuff inside of Ableton directly from out of the Move, you know. I still haven't found a way to kind of get what I'm doing inside of here out tracked and then put into Ableton. But I'm not necessarily worried about that. Just really like using this as a effects bus and everything else. Like I can run all of my signal from outside of Ableton into here. Like if I'm making like a lo-fi beat or something and I want to process it, do the DJ effects and all that stuff, I can run everything out. Just run the whole entire computer out from here into here. So that's going to be cool when I'm doing like live streams and stuff and I'm making beats, running the output into here and then, you know, almost like a live show. I done made a couple beats on here. Just want to show you a beat or two before I start working on it. So that's one beat I made that I really, really like. This is another one. The no drum beats are super wavy. Up a bunch of stuff on here, just trying to go on the fly, sampling stuff off records, sampling stuff off the phone directly into the SP404, just processing it. It's been a learning curve for sure, but it's something that I'm willing to dive a little more into. I do got my eyes on that TR-1000. Roland, if you're watching this, please send me one. That's a lot of money. I'm trying to save up for it, but that's a lot of money. I'm probably gonna end up selling my synthesizers to get that thing, but you know, that's neither here nor there. It's coming. I'm gonna give me that TR-1000. That's probably gonna be the main thing that I'm gonna be doing on this channel for sure once I end up getting one. But yeah, man, we gonna cook a beat up from scratch. Well, not from scratch, you know what I mean. We're gonna cook a beat up sample wise. Don't really know what kind of direction I want to take, but I do want to make something and put it out, showcase it, show you guys how I'm using it. I would use my TP7, show you how I'm sampling the drums in, but I'm using the TP7 to record audio for the whole video. So I can't do that right now, but I will do a later video where I show you guys how I'm using the TP7 with this and just go deeper dive into it. I need to do a whole video on the TP7, the CM15 and that TX6. Like, for real. That's coming soon. I want to do that like on some like cinema quality, movie quality, for real. Because these things are like so powerful in the size of your wallet. Like, I could go on and on about the Teenage Engineering stuff, but that's not what we're here for today. We're here about this new gear, this SP404. So I don't really know too much about the unit to be trying to do like a tutorial or anything like that. I just wanted to get on here and show you guys how I'm using it. You know, my main thing about my channel was using the gear that I have. I've been seeing a lot of people getting rid of these SP404s to get that new Akai MPC sample. The MPC sample is cool, but for what I would be using the MPC sample for, I got the move for. Like you can't really flesh out whole tracks inside of that MPC sample as of right now. It looks cool. You know, I got the KO2 from Teenage Engineering, and I rarely use that, but that was like a collector's item. I got that because I love Teenage Engineering's gear. I got it. It's just over here. I use it every now and again. Actually, using that is what made me buy the SP404. Like the punch-in effects and stuff on that thing are super cool, but I wanted to be able to have something that I could see me doing my chops on. Like I'm precise with the chops. Like I love being able to chop and get in there and do what I need to do. That is super cool. It's like very, very elementary in terms of what you can do on the unit in terms of like chopping and stuff. But I love the sound out of that KO2 for sure. I'm getting beside myself. So I just opened up a new project. Got my drum samples. Or if I just need to find me a new sample in, I'm gonna go to track lib, find me something. And I know a lot of people like, hey, I do my sample chops first. They used to be me. I used to do the samples, like put the sample in rhythm wise first. I promise you, it's so much easier to put your drums first, then go find you a sample, chop the sample up, and then put the sample on top of the drums. And then if you need to rework anything, then you go back in and redo the drums. I feel like it's a lot easier to do it that way. But that's just my style. You don't gotta, it's no wrong or right way to do anything creative. So I like this. This is what we gonna use. So, and I really don't like do the sampling into the past. I just been using the mark. Like the resample mode on this shit is crazy. All right, the skip back mode. That's what it's called. So after hitting skip back, you hit your. We're going to trim the start just a little bit. I love the screen on this SP404. I promise you I do. Like I wish the move was as big and intuitive as this is. I just hit truncate. Now I'm going to record that onto. So main thing to get your sound right out of here is turn your samples down, brother. The samples be too loud, especially with the drums. Like it's all about headroom. So now I'm gonna copy that, add to. I'm gonna add variations on top of that so that way I can switch back and forth between the patterns and stuff. You know what I mean?
Simple when it comes to making the beats on the SP404 for real. Only thing I wish I knew how to do a little bit better is actually cut and take the time out to like make way more variations. That's just something I gotta get used to, making more patterns and breakdowns and stuff like that to kind of get them on this pattern select. Like I said, I got the two, so I got the regular one. So that's smooth. I love that. Then it comes to the second one. Yeah, so I ain't gonna stay on here too long. Talk y'all heads off with different ways you can make the beats and stuff on this thing. I just wanted to get on here, be creative, update y'all on what's going on in my life. And cook up with the new tools that I got, man. Like I said, plan on being back more frequently. I've already been kind of frequent on the shorts, so it's just a matter of me being able to get in here and get the ideas out that's in my head for the YouTube videos. Like I said, I don't really want to go down like the tutorial lane or anything like that. Just want to show y'all me creating with what I got. And that's what I'm going to kind of lean into. Granted, you know, might be some gems here and there of when I'm actually creating with the tools. You know, you take those and you do what you will, but I'm not somebody that's going to pride themselves on like doing tutorials and stuff like that. Like, I feel like most of the time it's, you know, people just search something up on the internet and then they go to get the information that they need and then they go from there. So once again, appreciate everybody who stopped through. Leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.